There's a red sticker on the can of milk. Last day. A woman standing in front of me says something about frying pancakes, picks up the cans and puts them in her bag. Cows to the truck, I thought. Give it up completely. I used to think I was going to have the kind of inheritance where it would be worth it to hang around, live on the land I knew, and be a gentleman in my own eyes, even if I was a fool in other people's. It didn't happen that way. I became a fool to both. I could have made a go of it alone, or even as a team, with my old lady. But then the kids came along. Had to have all the right pictures on their jackets. That was just the beginning. They said they'd get teased if they got a ride to their after-school activities in an old car. And second-hand gizmos weren't good enough, especially not if it was computer stuff. If you ask whether their highnesses of the chamber couldn't go outside once in a while, they tell you evolution is accelerating. Research shows that the younger generation of today is exceptionally advanced developmentally. They aren't going to spend their time hanging around outside, out in the sticks. I could have expanded the farm, according to the agricultural advisor. A little operation like mine, with a few head of cattle, should be given up completely. I should start a large meat production unit, take out a loan of more than $1 million, install all the latest technology, completely automated system. His unofficial advice was to pay a couple of Estonians pocket change to take care of the technology, because a man with a large farm is like a managing director whose main job is as a representative. For the jungle of subsidies, hire a Tarzan, someone who knows the ins and outs of the forms and applications. It's kind of like one of those role-playing games, the advisor quipped. And it would be smart to have one of those bright-colored, all-terrain vehicles around the place, ready to go in case any reporters popped in for a visit. I got to the checkout stand, had everything that other people buy. Kids didn't like the milk from their own farm. It had to be bought at the store. They wouldn't eat the potatoes from their own soil either. They wanted their food to be processed, frozen in plastic bags. The sun rises pale from behind the barn, and far off on the horizon a trembling sunset sky is like the story of my dream, written on a great piece of silk. The darkening evening's wings, thudding against the single skylight of the milking room, can't get into the light. The cold glasses keeps them out. The milk is alone in its steel tank. The children are at their machines. The wife working at her night job cleaning the school in the next village over. I try to see the future, and I can see it dimly, sadly. There's nothing that can get you respect from yourself and from other people anymore. They're dreaming of a golf course in my county. They already have an adventure safari and a piercing parlour. The bank has closed, and they're collecting addresses for automatic bill pay. At the start of the summer there was a flea market, where the handwear store used to be. But now the windows are covered with brown paper. Why the hell did I ever think my cow's milk had a glorious future awaiting it? A dark blue car races past. A flaxen-haired Alm head in a billed hat at the wheel, the bass beating a rhythm for an ape. Damn, there's no need to push. What a fucking mob.
Hey, do you have empties? Bottles to return, I mean.
No, I pay my piper in cash, honest. I'm not collecting any bottles.
So, how's everyone doing in the capital?
Things are going well. I'm going after them when I get everything lined up here. What the hell? It slipped out of my hands. Why are they so damn slippery?
You could have left them in the case. I'll clean it up. I mean it, don't touch those. You could hurt yourself. Really, just pay and leave, so no more accidents happen. Happen.
The gun belonged to my father. It was what he used to finish things off. I spy from around the corner of the barn as he leads out our old, sick dog to the edge of the field. He kneels on the ground, and the dog sits in front of him. They look at each other quietly. The limpid dusk of an August evening has descended. Why'd you get so tired already? He quietly strokes my forehead. I take the gun from his hand. Don't ask questions. The echo of the shot advances through the dim evening. The dog runs away, howling as it goes. I do go to the capital and jerk along with the line of cars over piles of earth from construction on the ring road, and glance at the nicer cars stuck in traffic and dream of having a car like that and taking a vacation in Thailand. I spend the weekend drunk on copious quantities of sauna beer, and then move on to my wife's house-cooking wines. During the week, I take a course about my responsibility to profit, paid for by development funds. Participating in it will give me a vision to see.
Näitä sieluja tälvisteet. Täällä nimittäin sieluhan on täällä sisällä ollut. Se on siinä harvinainen, että siinä on tosiaan peili. Heiluva peili. Elikkä sille hintaa.